go. Hey there. Apparently, YouTube has a little bit of a new interface. I didn't set this up through StreamYard or anything because I just wanted to do a quick one. And I was in meetings all morning. So I'm going to wait until 1 p.m. for people to come over. But Christian Arroyo Salazar is here. Christian, I got your DM on IG, and I think you wanted me to check with a different account. And like I said, just looking at your sketches, they look exactly like my son's sketches. You look like you're young. And I can't just send free comics to somebody under 18 to protect you and to protect me. But if I get your parents' permission, I don't mind putting together a package with a couple comics for you. That would be my pleasure. Go Me Broski is here. How you doing, my friend? It's good to have people in the chat. Like I said, I'm going to wait until 1. I didn't mean to hit go live. Nick Miller is here. Top of the morning to you. If anybody's been bored on YouTube today, you might have caught I started a new show last night that I'm going to desperately try to continue going. I call it Wine and Comics Late at Night. And I went over Sentient by Jeff Lemire last night and drank a really nice Malbec from Catania, Argentina. Tacoma, it's all right. Yeah, autocorrect does what the autocorrect will. I'll be doing the same thing next Tuesday night. I'll be going over another TKO box of books that I haven't read, The Banks by Roxane Gay and Ming Doyle. These TKO boxes are really sweet. I dig them a lot. So check that out if you have some time. I thought it was kind of fun. Sentient by Jeff Lemire was really good. TKO is a really great company. I'm super psyched to be buying stuff from them. Read more, spend less. Yeah, I'm finally reading some back comments. Hey, Zach B, thank you very much. Tell me what you think, man. It was my first time, and if anybody has read this, I'd love them to come on with me. Even if you haven't read this and you got a wine you want to drink and share with people, I put the link right there, so anybody that wanted to join can. I am more than happy. Brandon, I was going to wait till I got your package, but I'll say it now. If you guys don't follow Off the Hook Comics or Off the Hook Comics 2, when Off the Hook Comics is not banned for selling too much, Brandon Stawinski, right there, at least on my side, it's right there. Great guy, great seller, real estate agent, which, not a lot of people are going out and look at open houses right now. So help him out and buy his comics. His deals are unbelievable right now. Really got the good stuff going on. So, cool. The ambassador is here. Off the Hook Comics. There it is. Christian's still here. Good to know. Let's see. We're closing in on 1 o'clock. So yeah, the Wine and Comics. Like, I'm a teacher. My wife's a teacher. We have 2 kids who are students, and we have a foster puppy and our regular dog who's so old we have to carry her up the stairs, down the stairs, everywhere. She can't walk right now. So yeah, like the vid if you want. Thank you. Our time, even though I only have to be present for my students 2 hours on Friday, 2 hours on Thursday for office hours, and 2 hours on Tuesday for office hours, I have meetings. I have got a meeting on Monday at 7:30, on Monday at 1, 2 meetings on Tuesdays, 2 meetings on Wednesdays, 2 meetings on Thursdays. So, and in between, I'm just busy trying to figure out how to teach in this whole craziness. So that wine and comics at night, late at night, it just made sense to me. Usually I'd go to bed at 10 and then click the TV on and watch Star Trek. Comic Don is here. Watch Star Trek Discovery. We're starting Discovery now. We got that free CBS All Access. But it's tough. So 10 o'clock at night, instead of watching Discovery, I come downstairs on Tuesday nights, open a new bottle of wine, which means I'll have to go buy some wine because it's not like I got a cellar stocked up. But I got wine, and I can just open it up and talk a little bit about the wine, talk a little bit about comics, and it's what I love doing. Because when I was on Discovery Bay the other day, he was like, what's your next show? I'm like, I don't know. I haven't put one out in a while. So there you go. Long-winded way of talking about this. And I'm going to talk about this while I open it up so as not to bore you all. About 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. I want to be real careful that I don't cut the wrong thing on this one. I put out one of those lists on IG, or actually, I put out 3 videos. I put out one video that said all my Stephanie Hans comics part 1. And I've got about 200 Stephanie Hans covers. So you can picture that each video was about 25, 30 minutes long on every single Stephanie Hans cover that I own. I don't have every interior she's done. I had to stop somewhere, but I have every book that she's done the covers to, with the exception of about 15 books. And so I put out a final video saying, these are the 15 that I want. And I didn't say his name before, and I won't say the price because it's not what it's about. But Dressier's Comics reached out to me. Hello, Comics for Thomas. And he said, hey, I've got doubles of X. And this is a ghost comic. It's one of the 3 that's really, really tough to find from Stephanie Hans. And he reached out and he said, look, I know that you're not going to try to flip this. I can sell it to you at a decent price. I don't want to get rid of it. But, he says, I can get this at a decent price. And I said, dude, that's great. So we went back and forth. I didn't really negotiate too much. I kind of looked at the worth of this and then just shot him a price. And we agreed pretty quickly. He knows this is going in my PC. This is not being flipped at all. So I just looked at it. I'm super psyched to have gotten this. He's got a nice Mylar too with a nice bit of blue tape on the back. I'm going to have to go buy a top loader for this right away. So this, is one of the 3 Stephanie Hans covers that even in raw, easily over $100, but also almost impossible to find. The last one on YouTube, 9.2, went for went for super like 200 and something. Weapon X, I'm gonna have to check out that video if you did a video. But thank you. Anybody else who got their books from me from Saturday's pop-up shop, drop it in the comments. Let me know how it went. I really want to kind of, I want to make sure that you got your books, they were well packaged, and you thought that like it was worth it what you got. All right, enough. Well, not enough talking. And sip. Aha! Black Widow number 2. This is like from a 2014. From a 2014 run on Black Widow, and I'm guessing this is a variant by Stephanie Hans, known as the Smoking Gun variant. This was a 1 in 50, and this thing is, like I said, go on YouTube and look up Stephanie Hans Black Widow variant. You'll find her other 2. She did one for Web of Black Widow that came out recently, and she did one for a comic book shop exclusive a while ago. And those are much easier to find than this one. I wish there wasn't so much glare, but I just had a hamburger and fries. I'm not going to touch this with my fingers right now. So you're looking at it the best, the best that I can get it. Now you just see more window glare. So yeah, I mean, this is he showed me. He showed me everything. There is the tiniest of ticks there and there. One of those indents a little bit, so it could probably get pressed out, but you are missing color. I'd say this is a 9496, which, I would have been happy anything above a 90. I think the price is fair. Dressier's Comics and things, man, I hope that you took my money and put it in your pile, because he said he's saving up for some big books. Check out his top 50 video. It is fire as well. He's got some great stuff in there, including he's got another copy of this one, which is just amazing. He's a great guy, and I can't thank him enough. Nobody had to reach out, and he could have been tougher on the price. He could have been real hard on it, and but he reached out, said, I know you want this. I know you've been looking for this. And it is a beautiful cover. I mean, in terms of like Hans covers, I don't know that I would say it's my favorite cover. I got a few here I could look at, but it's certainly one of the top three hardest to find. I mean, it would be in my top 20, but maybe not in my top five. Um, I actually, this Web of Black Widow, um, just as much. I think this Ironheart is one of her greatest. And I mean, I think Die, all the work she does in Die is just phenomenal. But this, even though it went to 5 printings, it was pretty easy to get. Everybody knew Ironheart was coming out, and she was kind of big. Web of Black Widow definitely is was a big thing. Now that the Black Widow show is coming, or show was coming out, I don't know, but none of those are incentive variants from before she was well known. Nobody was looking to order 50 copies of this in their shop and to go ahead and have have this show up. So I am so thankful to Dressier. Dressier, if there's ever a book that you need help finding, let me know. Sorry, just putting these back as I'm talking to you from my side. Yeah, I mean, if you ever need something, let me know. Yeah, the movie, not the show. You're correct in that. So, like I said, so happy, so happy. I don't even know if you can see. Like, he caught the picture in a light where it looked like the indent. Yeah, you can kind of see how the light catches. It's coming to a point right there. I was going to get this pressed and slabbed, but this looks so nice. I don't even think yeah, you can see it just right there. It's so hard to see. So this is 9.6 all the way. Super excited. There are 2 others that are as hard to find. And let me just do some voodoo here, and I will show you what those 2 others are. Actually, I share my screen when I'm in. No, I didn't use StreamYard. I can't share my screen. Never you mind. There's Fearless Defenders #4. Gorgeous, gorgeous cover. That's really hard to find. And there is the other one is Journey into Mystery. I always get the number wrong. I think it's a variant to 632. And it's a Venomized cover, and it's just those 2 are so hard to find. The Journey into Mystery one is only 100 to only 100 and 200, but the Fearless Defenders, a 9.8, I think, just went for 400. So I mean, she's becoming more popular. Her work's becoming more well known, and people are now. I'm not the only one going back and trying to find this. Stephanie Hahn's fire, bro. Wish I was. Wish they were in the dollar bin. And some of her work is, but not the hard to find ones. And she just posted. There's this great charity on Twitter. They're on Twitter. They're getting people to do donations and stuff for what's it called? For charity, specifically for LCSs. So all the proceeds go to LCSs. So Stephanie Hahn has an $500 for like a painting that she did, the original, I don't know, like months ago or years ago. And it is, yeah, it is really, really amazing, but I do not starting bid $500. I do not have $500, regardless of anything, but it's a nice thought. I am helping my LCS. They have a thing where you can buy credit. They're doing a store with trade paperbacks because he says that's what sells the best, but I don't want to trade paperback on my comics. So what I'm doing with my LCS is I'm buying credit. They'll sell you $50 of credit for $40, $100 of credit for $80. So you can go ahead. Yeah, the Jim Lee auctions is insane. I collect. I can imagine how much his stuff goes for. Yeah, so every week on New Comic Book Day, I make a point of doing it on Wednesdays. I just go ahead and I say, hey, look, I am going to go ahead and get this and get some more credit. So I keep building it up, and so when they open, I'll have several $100s saved up for my LCS. Probably buy myself a nice book, which would be kind of cool. And yeah, my friends, that is about it. I had 12 people join me today, up to 13. If you don't mind hitting that like button, I don't know, it strokes my ego or something. I know you're all subscribed because you're great people. Weapon X got his books. Dave Logan got his books. Comic Don, if you got your books today, let me know how it went. Open them up live on YouTube if you want. I'll definitely try to drop in. Dave, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, up to 8 likes now. Good to see you, Dave. And yeah, last thing, if you are available Tuesday nights, should get him tomorrow, Don. If not, then contact me and I'll check the tracking. Tuesday nights, 10 p.m. West Coast time, which is 1 a.m. for all you night owls on the East Coast. Wine and Comics Late at Night is my new show. Premiered last night. I'll be doing another one next Tuesday. If you want to jump on and just chat, you got a wine you want to share, or if you have and are going to read the comic that I'll be discussing, The Banks by Roxane Gay Ming Doyle, right? Okay, so I was looking for the name of the colorist and letterer, and I was just gonna say Steel Smart. That must be like a a pseudonym. Then I realized Steel Smart, right or wrong, that was not a person's name. I was going to say the letter is called Steel Smart. Let's give some credit here to letterers and colorists. Jordi Belair is one of my favorite colorists and artists. Redlands, Vision, so many good books. Ariana Mayer and Sebastian Gerner is on letters. Sebastian Gerner did the lettering on Sentient as well. So definitely looking forward to reading this. If you all want to jump on and just chat, that's great. If you want to read this and discuss it with me, there'll be an open invite when I start the stream. I'll just put the link in, and as long as I don't get any crazies joining us, we are good to go. So one last look at that beauty. Sometimes you buy stuff and then it arrives and you're like, you chase the high. Now you want the next thing because maybe you saw something cheap or a good deal. This is something that I wanted, and I'm so happy to have it. All right. Cheers, everybody. Have a good day.